Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. So, not sure when this vlog is going to go up because I'm going to take a little bit of time off over the holidays. So not too sure when it's going to go up. It might go up next week, I'm not sure. I don't think so. But it might, but I don't know. So just keep an eye out. It'll go up when it goes up, I guess. But I'm doing a bit of work at the moment, so I kind of wanted to film things that I've been doing. And basically I've been doing a lot of work on the orange tiger. It's almost finished. It kind of looks more like a golden tiger at the moment, but this is kind of like the first layer of color that I put on, and I've done it with a airbrush. So it's kind of, doing it with an airbrush is really different because you can achieve like a different type of color, I guess. It's a bit more I don't even know, it's a bit softer, I would say, and you could blend the edges a bit better. But I'm thinking I kind of want to go over it again in maybe a darker color, so I might mix up a custom paint, because the paint that I was using is not red oxide, it's gold oxide. Here it is. No, it's gold oxide, and it looks like the correct color when it's thick, right? So that's the color that I want. It's not quite orange, but you can see how it changes once you spray it on through an airbrush when it's been watered down, because you need to water down the paint once when you want to put it through an airbrush, so it sort of changes the color and waters it down and makes it a bit more orange than what I wanted it. So I might go over again with just a little bit of a darker color, because I didn't want it that orange. But I've kind of gone over the face area with that gold oxide by brush because I wanted to just do some little markings and stuff, and I added a little bit of brown here. So I might even just give it a really light mist with a brown color, so it sort of mutes that orange a little bit and adds like a little bit more of a dimension. So I might do that, just see how it goes. I might do like a little tiny little test patch with the brush just to see how I like it, maybe around the leg area. But when you use an airbrush, it is a lot easier to get the coat back to being smooth, but I'll talk about that in the making it video a little bit more than just on the vlog here. But yeah, overall it's coming along really nicely. I've done the little dots on the face, I've coloured around the eyes, I've redone all this since I've done the furring. So really it's almost finished, and it's gonna look really cool next to the other tiger as well. So yeah, I think I reckon I might finish it today, which is really cool. And then I could take some photos of pretty much everything in this collection, and yeah, start editing things and putting it up. And I have a new making it video. It's gone up on my Patreon about the white tiger, so making the white tiger, if you want to check that out. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the little intro. And yeah, I might play around. I'll have a play around with the color and see how I like it, and because things will look different once the stripes go on as well. But yeah, anyway, I'll leave it there, and I'll start playing around. guys, a little vloggy update so far. I've done pretty much all of the work on the tiger, so that's exciting. You can sort of see her in there. Yeah. So both tiger dolls are pretty much finished, which is very exciting. I did a lot of airbrushing yesterday in terms of the stripes. I decided to airbrush it, but I talk about that more in the making it video that will be over on my Patreon, and I'll talk about some of the processes that I did to make both tigers. But in the meantime, this is what she looks like so far. So she's pretty much finished. I'll need to take some photos. I'm really happy with the way the body's turned out. I wanted this concave little bit here, which I think I've achieved, and I sort of just did some freehand with the stripes and the airbrush. I talk about the airbrush that I use over on that making it video, and just give a little couple of tips for using that type of airbrush as well. So really happy with the way she's turned out. I really like her, so I can take some photos of both tigers together and both individual ones, and I can start putting this collection together. I have finished pretty much everything in that collection. I just need to play around with some of the stickers. I haven't done any work on the sticker bits, so I've got my Cricut out and I've got a new computer, so I'll have to set up the whole Cricut software again and remember how to use it. But I have scanned everything that needs to be scanned, so all of the prints and all of the originals that are going to be available. So there's a fair few, but I'll do a whole separate video on going through the collection and you know, what will be available, but I'll just have to have a play around with the stickers first. Yeah, and also take the photos of the tigers, and yeah, so what I'm going to do now, oh, and I've also got the plaques as well, so I'll have to take some photos of the plaques. But what I'm going to do now is just play around with those stickers. I haven't done any editing, so I have to sort of cut them out so they're on a transparent background, and I'll have to just print them out and see what they look like, and cut them out on my Cricut. So I'm only going to do a really limited supply of them first, just to sort of test them out. But yeah, it's pretty much finished. I'll do one test print of one of the prints that I have that's going to be available as a print. So I think they'll just be print on demand at the moment, or print on order. But there's a fair few things that'll be available in this collection, which is exciting. And then I think next on the agenda is going to be the Tibetan fox that won on the Patreon poll. So I'll have to start sculpting that, and I'll probably go out and do another poll for the next animal, so another little list of animals to choose from or to vote on. So the voting is open for everyone. It's just over on my Patreon when I put them up, because they have a really easy poll feature. So it's available for everyone. But anyway, I think I've rambled enough, and I'll start doing a little bit of testing. the vlog for this week. Got a bit done, did a fair bit done on last week. So I guess I'll show you what I did. So I did a lot of sculpting most of the week, and also just sort of some catching up and stuff to do as well at the start of the week. But towards the end of the week I did a lot of sculpting. So I started sculpting my next doll, what I was doing at the start of the week was preparing for that tiger collection. So the tigers are in the background here. So the white one has been snapped up, but the orange one is still available in my shop, as well as some of the other pieces from the collection as well. So check that out if you want to have a look. And yeah, so back to the sculpting. So I did a poll over on my Patreon, and the winner for the next animal was the Tibetan fox. So I started sculpting that, and I kind of found it pretty difficult to sculpt because just the proportions of the head are off, and it's hard to sculpt something that doesn't look right. It just looks like a bad fox drawing. And yeah, so I was sculpting it and I was still not happy with it, so I walked away for a little while and then came back to it and looked at the reference images and realized the snout was too high, so it was looking like a wolf. So I had to chop the snout off and sort of lower it a little bit, and then it really started to look like the fox. So I'll give you a little look. I haven't fired it yet, but because I just wanted to leave it for a bit to see and come back to it to see exactly if I'm happy with it yet or not. So this is what we have so far. So it's pretty close to being finished. Stop being so... There we go. So yeah, the snout was up higher, so it sort of looked like a wolf. So what I did is I chopped it off here. I chopped all that off down there, and I lowered it to where it is now. So it is quite low, but I think, so the proportions here will need to be longer for it to look like the Tibetan fox. But I'm pretty happy with the way it's looking right now. I might add a little bit more to here maybe. So I'll have a small play around with it, but it's pretty much finished at the moment. I'll just finish smoothing all the rest of it out, and yeah, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. I like the gaze that it has, and yes, so I'll have to sculpt the feet for it. They're obviously going to be little feet, so it'll take a little bit of time to sculpt those feet, but yeah, I think I might just bake the head first and then work on the proportions and stuff for the feet. Moving on to the pastel dragon collection. So I've always wanted to do something with decoden. So if you don't know what that is, it's like the phone cases and you put like different kawaii stuff on it. So I wanted to sort of incorporate that into the pastel dragons. So with the pastel dragons, what I'm going to do is, I showed you just before the heads. So these are just going to be like the one-off pieces. So I have to just smooth this out a little bit, and I'm probably going to do epoxy sculpt over it. But yeah, and what I'm going to do with the claws is I'm probably going to do some decoden thing with these two claws. So it'll be like 2 dragon claws. And then the pastel dragon heads, I did a cast of a baby dragon head that I have. So it'll be, I'm thinking of doing 2 art dolls. So one will be a resin cast with, I want to do cosplay hands. Or cosplay feet, I think I'm going to do. And then I'm going to do like the wings, like no arms, like the wings. And then I'm going to do a one-off sculpt as well of a dragon with a different type of head. Like I want it to be like a thinner type dragon, but I haven't decided just yet, with like maybe a long one. But I haven't quite decided just yet on what I want to do. So it'll be two dragon art dolls with the pastels. I haven't decided on what I want to do with the skin either. So I'm thinking of just doing like a plain fabric and adding the color to it, because I don't know how much pastel fabric there is of dragons. I don't know, still a little bit experimenting, but I can yeah, just do the body and stuff. But I'm thinking of doing it just white fabric and then airbrushing the patterns on it to make it look like dragon skin. But in terms of the decadent stuff, so I ordered some air dry clay online, and it should be coming soon, and so that's going to be some cream, like the decadent cream. And then I've been sort of playing around with sculpting some little treats and stuff. So I sculpted some a macaroon. So there's a little pink macaroon. I sculpted 2 of those, and I spent a lot of time just mixing the colors, and I sculpted like a little twist lolly thing, like a little colorful twist lolly. So I've got heaps of colors, heaps of pastel colors, heaps of pastel colors that I'm going to play around with and just make some little stuff. I want to make some donuts, maybe cakes and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm thinking I'll do the hands as a decadent thing. So I've got all this decadent stuff, and I've got like little syrups and stuff as well, so I've had it for a while, so I want to use them somehow. And then I thought the pastel dragons would be a good collection to do it. So yeah, so I'll probably do a little bit more sculpting today, see what I can get done, and then I mainly want to try and do the decadent sculpting, and also get the Tibetan fox cooked and stuff as well, or baked, and then maybe even start painting or preparing the dragon heads and the baby dragon head as well, the resin one. So it just needs a bit of a clean up, but I'll see all that in the next part of the vlog, or the next week's vlog. And yeah, so that's about it. I'll wrap up the vlog there. So let me know if you have any colors or ideas that you want for the pastel collection. So any, like the 2 dragon heads, if there's any specific colors. The 2 decadent ones, I'm thinking of doing a pink and a purple version. So there'll be 2 claws, pink or purple versions as well. So yeah, anyway, I'll leave it there. Check out my tiger collection. It's up on, it looks really good on my website, and you can have a look at what's available as well at creaturesandthat.com. You can join my Patreon as well, so you get early access to anything I release. So these dragon collections will be released early to my patrons first. So the white tiger was snapped up by a patron, so that is the perk in action. So yeah, thanks to my patrons for supporting me. I really appreciate it. I like that I can offer some more things to people that support me. And yeah, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook at Creatures of Nat as well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.